Captain America Super Soldier, a mindless beat 'em up worth your time. Super Soldier is a beautiful blend of 3 great game series in one. You have the Prince of Persia link when you're hopping across beams and climbing ledges, but you'll immediately think of Batman Arkham games as soon as the game starts. That series is clearly the biggest inspiration of this game, but they actually do a pretty good job at hiding that. Combat is very similar to that of the Arkham series minus the gadgets. It's essentially Batman with only batarangs, but in this case, Captain America's shield. The shield works for the most part like they do in the Arkham games. They knock enemies off balance, but as you progress through the game, the shield becomes stronger and you can actually take enemies out. Enemies don't put up much of a fight, but they're mixed up enough to make you put an effort to dodge, never letting the game feel like a grind. There are also Arkham-like boss fights where you have to find an enemy weakness and exploit it until their health bar is drained. These boss fights aren't anything to get excited about. They're actually pretty boring. Luckily, they aren't too frequent, and actually, enemy encounters for the most part are spread out near perfectly like the third influence, God of War. This influence isn't as easily pointed out because it has nothing to do with the gameplay, but the secret formula: progression. Level progression and setup feels very much like God of War. In both games you fight waves of enemy, but it never feels like this. The enemy pacing is great. Where the game fails with progression though is clearly pointing you in the direction you need to go. The game doesn't have set rules for interactive environments. What you believe you should be able to jump off of or climb up based on past experiences in the game don't always let you. The game is very linear, but the entire world, much like God of War, seamlessly feels connected. And in fact it is. After completing the game, you can freely roam the world you just went through, and there's great incentive to do so. There are tons of collectibles in Captain America Super Soldier. These collectibles actually do something though. They give you points to spend on upgrades for your shield and special moves. It's nice to see collectibles do something more in a game than just give you a trophy, making them actually enjoyable to search for. After you've beaten the story, you found all collectibles and unlocked all upgrades, you can take on the challenge mode or during, as the challenge mode also offers upgrade points. The challenge mode acts as bonus mini-games and can be pretty fun. It just isn't a score to get, so not much will have you coming back after all gold medals are obtained. I came in with low expectations of this game and left satisfied wanting to see a sequel. The game does sequel bait, but I'm not sure if it did well enough in sales for us to actually ever see one. Even without a sequel, the ending feels great enough on its own. For what it is, an action platformer beat 'em up game, 7.5 out of 10, and as an overall game, 7.5 out of 10. If you played Captain America Super Soldier, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and tune in Monday for First Impressions, where you find out what game we're playing next. Thanks for watching.
All clear.